Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your favorite Filipina expat, Bianca in Japan. And today we are going to talk about a very important topic, which is how to understand Japan's current political climate. What does it mean for you as someone who wants to come into Japan? What does it mean for you as someone who is a resident of Japan? Let's find out. Let's go. So here is the tea. Japan's ruling party, which is the Jiminto, which is the Liberal Democratic Party, is losing its popularity among Japanese people. They have been in power since 1955 with only short breaks in between. They were especially popular during the time of Shinzo Abe. But right now, over recent years, they have been handling scandals which involves misusage of taxpayers' money, and inappropriate relationships with other countries. So they are also facing some backlash on the current economy of Japan. As you guys know, the taxes are getting higher while the wages are staying the same. So it's a little bit difficult to live in Japan right now because of that situation. Now, although the Jiminto party is losing its popularity, the opposition is still not yet strong enough to overpower and gain majority over Jiminto. So who are the opposition? The main one is the conservative Democratic Party, which is basically called Riken Minshu Shuto. Please correct my Japanese if it's wrong. And they advertise a more pacifist kind of ideal. So basically, they are advertising social reforms, they are advertising anti-war, pro-LGBTQ+, pro-women's rights, whereas Jiminto is more of like pro-business. They are more of like pro-strengthening Japanese military. So those are the main differences. Aside from that, there's also a new political party that started during the COVID pandemic, and they have been advertising in YouTube and social media called Sanseito. So they are the Japanese innovative party. So the innovative part are the following. They are aiming to revise the way Japanese people are taught Japanese history. So basically right now Japanese people are being taught that we did something wrong before. But what they want to rephrase it to is we had to do we as Japanese people had to do what we had to do during that time. They are also pro Japanese first, so it's a lot similar to Trump's MAGA. It's a lot similar to France's national uh, rally, to Germany's AFD, to UK's Reform Party. So they are Japanese people first, which is not a bad thing. Let's be honest. It's Japan. Japan needs to think about Japanese people first. Fine. Their ideas on, for example, foreign residents are they want to reduce the number of foreign residents per year to only 100,000 people per month. They would also like to put stricter terms in bringing your family to Japan, also in terms of like high skilled workers only being allowed to enter Japan. They also want to make sure that people who are naturalized Japanese people don't hold certain offices. They also want to make sure that these naturalized residents are also limited in, for example, voting power. Now, I can't share my opinions, but that's the main idea. Let's make Japan great again. Now, the election was last July 20th, and the results are out. And the first time in 70 years, Jiminto, they did not get 50 seats. So they only got 47 seats. It's the first time in 70 years that they lost majority in both the upper house and lower house of the Japanese government. So that means that they now have to rely on help from the other parties to pass the laws that they want, which is something different, something new. Now, I feel like Japan is starting to want some change because actually the voters that went to the election is at 58%, which is a good thing. Not a high number, but over the years, Japan has been famous for not going to elections lower than 40% or 40% maximum. So this is a good thing. What does it mean for foreign residents, and what does it mean for people who want to come into Japan? So, for people who want to come into Japan and they're not thinking of living here long term, they just want to have some fun, experience the culture, eat Japanese food, learn the language, then fine, you can go here, do whatever you want, have fun. Japan's fun. But in terms of people who want to come here and to make life here, I would advise you to stay where you are, or just think about it for give it 1, 2, or I would say give it 1 or 2 years, maybe 3 years, just to see how it all plays out, because everything is changing here in Japan in terms of politics and possibly economy. I would say think about it, wait and see, because it might get a little bit harder for foreigners to live here with all the changes that's happening and with the mindset shifting to right wing. For foreigners who are currently living here, I would say to do the same thing. Just give it 1 to 3 years to see how it all plays out. If it starts getting like, I don't know, this isn't going good, then maybe you want to think about going somewhere else or going home. But, don't do anything, don't change anything right now. Just wait and see what happens with all this change going into Japan. So that's my opinion and that's my insight on the whole matter. What do you guys think? That's also important. I would love to hear them in the comment section. Please bring them in. Let's have a discussion. And guys, if you enjoy my content, if you guys want to keep Bianca in Japan growing, please like, subscribe, and please share my videos so that we can build a community, we can build discussions. I really want to get to know you guys, and I hope that you guys want to get to know me. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.